Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are diving into the world of JSX. Whether you are a beginner or looking to refresh your knowledge, this video covers everything you need to know all about JSX. We covered many topics in this video, starting from syntax and embedding expression, attributes, component, fragment, conditional rendering, list rendering, and styling. Before starting our video, I will let you know that I want to let you know that about a new React.js component I just created. If you are working with React and looking to add some awesome functionality to your project, this is something you won't want to miss. I will put together a detailed tutorial on how to use this component, and you can find this video on the link above. And in this tutorial I will walk you through the entire process from installation to implementation, and even some tips and tricks to get the most out of it. So make sure to check it out. All right, now let's get started with today's video. So our today first topic in this video was what is JSX. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. It is a syntax extension for JavaScript, commonly used with React to describe how your UI should look like. With JSX, you can write HTML structures in the same file as JavaScript code. Make sure your code is more readable and easy to understand. Let's create an example how JSX can be used in React.js. Let's move on to our Visual Studio Code to write a JSX expression in React application. Now as you can see that we are already moved to our where our web application are running. This is what is JSX, which I already explained to you. Now we can go to a usual studio code. Here you see this code to be displayed in the front page pane. Now we can create a small example to how to write an JSX expression in React application. So we can create a new file with example. You can take it example, anything you want to take, like I will take example, and we can create a and in this we can create a new word hello file. Okay, uh, you can create anything else what which you would like to do. You like to name them this file. Now save here. In this is the type of expression. This is h1 tag, and this is hello world. In this you can see this is the expression. This is the JSX expression which is returned by the component return method, and this expression will be shown on the home page. Now let's call this component, load this component here in order to see this how this example would be look like in our application. Let's gonna move on to our more page. Now here you can see that this is how the JSX would be written. We have write this code under hello world. We have written this in hello in example file. We can create this hello world here, h1 tag with h1 as JSX is a combination JavaScript plus XML. So here we can use both these code. Okay, this is how we can create our first JSX expression in React.js application. Now we can move on to our second topic, that was JSX. That is move on to that is embedding JSX syntax. Our video topic next topic was JSX syntax. So JSX syntax might look like HTML, but it actually transformed into JavaScript code. Each JSX element is compiled into React.create element calls, which produce result. Let's get back to our Visual Studio Code. See how the JSX element can be created in React element application. Okay, we can move on to Visual Studio Code. Here you can see we have already have a div element of h1 tag. Okay, this is how you can create an instrument. This is the syntax of JSX element, which can be later onwards converted to a React element, and which can be loaded inside React.create element things. Okay, here once you inspect this element, you can see that this div is hello world will be loaded inside div.root element. This is how this element will be created, and this will be loaded inside div root element. This is how the JSX element is created in React.js application. Now we can talking about our third topic, which is embedding expression in React.js application. As you have seen here, that let for example create an let's we take an example of name. A name will be Ankur. Now I would just want to add this expression to our expression. Then how we can do that? We can use the curly braces, and we can use name on this part. Okay, let I have take a variable name with the name Ankur, and after that we can call this name to here. But we can move on to auto return. We can declare name with Ankur, and we can call this name. Now till let this now this is an embedded expression. How the expression which is dynamically value change can be move on to how we display the value inside hello world. Okay, now we can see and move on to the reload, and here you can see the hello Ankur will be coming here. That I need to is coming here. This is how we can create a embedding expression in JSX. You can take any variable, whether it is John or anything else. Then with the help of curly braces, you can display this particular variable value inside JSX by using curly braces. This is how you can use embedding expression in JSX in React.js application. Okay. Now, as you know that we have already used about the JSX embedding expression, which I have already told you. Now we are going to talk about the JSX attribute, which can be used in JS. How the attribute can be used in JSX. We can move on to our Visual Studio Code, and we can we have a example already. We have an example here, and we can create an expression of JSX. Now we can suppose we are taking an element here of element, and we can embed. We can create a We can create an image source, maybe logo here, for example, logo. And class, you can not, you have to name the class name as logo. You cannot use the name as class logo. Okay, you have to use the full name as class name. After that we can save it, and this element will be display here. Okay, and title will be logo. Anything else which you want would like to do now, like this, and this element would be called here. After we can call this element in below after hello world. Because now see what this output will be shown to our this. Here is no logo. Now we can add. We can take constant logo here. Okay, we can use the existing public folder for logo wheat.svg. As you can see that I have give a part to a logo which can be existing in public view.fg. This file will be displayed called here co, and this will be used here as a image source. Now we can open curly braces and enter logo here, and we can save it. Now you can that see that this logo will be available here. Here you can see how this logo is available here. Here this logo is coming from public folder which I have already sent to you. Okay, localhost public vt.svg. This is how the folder. This is how the club vt attribute, how the JSX attribute given to this with the name of class name and anything else. Now we are going to talk about the next topic, which is the component. When creating a path, when creating a component, we can pass a value to how the value can be passed to a component in JSX. Now we can remove this first, and we can also remove this. Now I can let you know how the things will be move, how the data from parent to child will can be passed on. Here we have already have an example component. So now I hope that you can get the overview of how the JSX work and how the expression will be called and inside the JSX element. And now I'm going to tell about something React fragment. Okay, now let's get back to our example. Here you can see. Let me quick fix this. Okay, now you can see that we have a d element and h1 props dot name. Now we can move on to our browser. Let's see what the React fragment is. Now we can do a element control. We can click here, and you can see that div, we have a div and h1 tag will be over there. Suppose there would be a table, then also this div will be will be there, which can create an issue in this. Now we can use, instead of this, we can use an empty braces here. This like this you can call an empty fragment here. This empty fragment will play an important role in this. I will just let you know by an example that how these things play a crucial role in this. Here you can see that your text is coming at hello John. We can inspect this particular here by selecting this particular element. Now here you can see that this div is coming here, but not this. Suppose before this I just back this thing. Now here you can this hello world will come inside this, and reload this. You can see that this particular hello John will coming inside this. I don't want this div to be I don't have any work of this div. First of all, I just want to remove this. I don't want this div to be come inside this particular div. So what I can do this, I can use a empty empty bracket here, which we called a React fragment in React.js. Okay, this will give you a this will by the help of this we it can remove an extra div which you are already adding in the before. Now we are move on to the browser, and you can see that this extra div has been removed from this your hello John. Now here this your BR and H1 will be there, and no extra div has been added to this DOM element. We don't want when we don't want an extra div to be added in our application, we just use the React fragment here. Okay, I hope you get this how the React fragment will be used in this React application. Now I will give a we can now we can talk about the rendering condition in how how the condition can be used in JSX. For this we have to create for this we can create a suppose a new file called greetings. You can create anything else, anything which you want to, you can name it as anything. Okay, you can name it anything. Now we can create a fragment greetings here, and we can load this particular component here. We can call entire, we can greetings here. Okay, now we can remove this example from here. We can let you we I can show you how the conditional running work in React.js. Okay, so we can remove this and we can do like is logged in as true. Okay, we can pass this property to greetings component with is logged in. Is logged in. Okay, now this component is now the greeting component will get a props here, and in this we can see what we got as props dot what we get is logged in, because we already passed this particular parameter here. Okay, now see, let's see what we get is greetings here. We cannot get greetings here. Quick fix this particular thing, quick fix and disable. Okay, props dot we can control this here, that how what we get in props. Let me load these greetings here. We can close this example and we load this, and we can go to control. Here we can get that we can get true. Okay, is logged in as true, so we can access this particular variable as props dot is logged in. Okay, it true or false. Now we can pass on this condition that if the person now we can use this condition that if we can use the fragment here. If props dot is logged in, then we can return uh, then it can return a div element of welcome back. uh, Else it will return uh, I can we can use in some other way. Okay, let me give we can take it as some, like we can use here props dot is logged in. Okay, then it will return a it will return we can take here as message. Let message equal let we can take a message here, and we can pass on this message to welcome back. Okay, else message would be please sign in again. Please sign in. Okay, now we pass on this. We can remove all the stuffs here. This is useless here. Now we can pass this message here. Okay, now see, let's see what we get. Welcome back. Hold on, we can have to do an h1 tag so that we can easily see this particular message which we are coming here. Now you can see here that what you get, welcome back. Why so welcome back? Because your value is logged in true. Okay, because we already given a condition that if the logged in disable for this line, this file. Okay, we can prop dot is logged in equal to false, then welcome will be else welcome will be false. Now we can cap this as login to false. Then let's see what we can get in this. We can put as false. Okay, now see what the greeting. Now here you can see that we get a please sign in again. Okay, Now the last topic which I going to have to cover in this, that by styling are how we can style, how we can make our CSS changes to be available here in JSX expression. We have two things to do. First of all, we can define our CSS in app.css file, which can be included in our page. Secondly, we can create a variable and assign that particular CSS to that variable, and that we can use a CSS variable in that our expression. We can use both the ways. First of all, we can go for app.css and we can declare a small class there, and we can see how we can change the color in just like expression in React.js. Okay, now we can get back to a Visual Studio. We can define text color as any class. You can name it. You can name this class anything. I take it as text.color, and we can colorize. We can color it as rebear check parcel. Okay, now we can save this and we can use this particular here class name with the class name, and open curly with the class name with text dash color. Okay, now this type dot color, now we can reload and see now this color has been changed with this. And if you inspect this particular file, you can go to welcome back, and here you can see that the class name is text color, which will define app.css with the color this is the first way that how you can define your CSS. You can declare all your CSS inside app.css and all, and load that particular CSS into your page or application where you have want to change your style your content in React application. Okay, now we can go for second method. The second method for this, we can create a variable here. We can create a constant. We can create a text color, and we can open this object and we can color this, and we can do for red. Okay, we can go for red, and we can comma this. Now for in order to use this particular variable color, down we can click here, and we can use style property, open curly braces, and in the entire curly brace you have to use text color. Okay, now you can see this. Now first of all we have to make it false, then only we are able to see this. We can make it, now we can already make it as false here, and now we can reload this. Now you can see the color here, and we can click on this text here, and you can see that color is red. Already color is already loaded as color is red to the variable which you already defined in greetings. Text color will be replaced by color dot red. Okay, and now this text color is will this text color will be reloaded by color dot red. This is how, and once we declare for true, let's see when we make it as true, so which color we are going to see. We are saying welcome back, which is defined in the external CSS and text color. This is how in both the ways I have already told you how we can CSS by using the by adding your CSS in the external file app.css, and also by using the internal inline CSS. You can use both way which you would like to do, which you would like to do. Now this is how the I have all show you how the JSX works in React.js. I hope you can like this video. So we can so now we are going to close this video. If you have some issue, you can write me on this comment, and I will bring you new video on new topics on React.js. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.